I just have this really thin fleece shirt, and a lot of times I'll just hike in this for the day, and it gives me enough warmth, but not too much. Always wear a merino wool t-shirt when I'm hiking year round, and this will go under my Sierra, and then the fleece on top of everything. All right, and then these are the Field and Stream pants. I got these at Dick's for like $20, and these things are great. They're super thin, lots of pockets. One thing about the shirt too is on one of the breast pockets it has a zipper, and usually that's where I'll put my license, some cash, whatever kind of identification I want to keep with me. It has it right here on the right hand side, and it's netted. And you zip it up and not worry about it. And then it's on your person. It's not in your bag or anything like that. I'm sorry, these are actually Columbia pants. I bought them in the Field and Stream section though. But yeah, these Columbia pants, they're phenomenal. They got a little bit of stretch in the waist. They have gotten singed by fires here and there. They got a couple holes in them. But, you know, it's all good. It's going to happen. I'm really worried about it. I'll probably either throw some fabric over it and sew it, or I'll just put some duct tape on it, call it a day. I mean, it's backpacking and it's not a fashion show. This is my hammock gear, Cuban fiber tarp with Cuban fiber snake skins. And I'll tell you what, this thing is bad to the bone. I've had this out in snow. I've been using it for about a year now. I've had it a little over a year. I got a Dutch bling. Got the wasps, and these are great. During that funky pig hang, it was raining, and buddy of mine, Sir Marcos, from Black Raven Survival, he had these, and his hammock was up, his tarp was up a lot quicker than mine, so that sold me on him. And I switched everything to Zing It. It's been working out great. I've been using that for about a year, no frays. You can thread it like you can Dynaglide, or what's the other one? Dynaglide and Amp Steel. So you can splice it if you got a small sewing needle. It is a little more tedious, but then you don't have knots, and you don't have to worry about knots coming undone and stuff like that. So most of the connections are all threaded, not knotted, and they've held up well. I've been out in thunderstorms, everything else. Something I do for non-solo hikes, especially if the group is splitting up, is I'll bring my radios, channel 5. These are the GTX Midlands, and they work great. I even used these during hunting season this year, and they worked very well. And we brought the volume down enough. I had deer around me, and we were sitting there talking, and it was really cool because I was able to give my heads up whenever I thought something was coming. But usually I carry the whole system. I got the car charger in my car. I guess you do need to charge them. I just use rechargeable batteries. Usually what I do is I'll pick certain times when to do radio check-ins, and about 15 minutes before and 15 minutes after I'll leave it on. That way I don't wear out the battery, especially if I'm doing like a week-long backpacking. Usually always bring a stool. Like I said, I'm a bigger guy. I'm probably about 6'2" and I don't know, 270, and I want to talk about that here in a little bit. But this camp stool, I bring it. It's held up to the weight. It's not as heavy, but the great thing about this is you can put this on your pack here, and then while you're hiking, when you're ready to take a break or whatever, the ULA has a strap that goes over the top of the pack. I can undo that, grab this, and I'm ready to sit. I don't have to take off my pack. If I don't want to take it off, I don't have to, but I can usually get this down. If somebody twists an ankle, boom, it's there. I don't have to put it all together and do a bunch of other things. It's pretty high off the ground. The only thing I don't like is it doesn't have a backrest, but you can't have everything. But for sitting in it for like, if sitting around the fire at night or whatever, if you're sitting down for like, 3 hours or whatever, it does get a little uncomfortable. But for just popping a squat on the trail, can't beat it. Amazon, less than $20. And it's the Coleman. Top quilts, Hemigear 20 degree, because the temps are getting below that, and they rarely do in Kentucky. They do, once or twice a month. This is the $20 Costco deal everybody was talking about. I'm just going to stuff that inside of it and back up. My camp jacket is Go Light. This is their ultralight one where it's like 5 ounces. This thing is bad to the bone. Even in the fall, I'll usually, instead of carrying everything else, a lot of times I won't carry the merino wool. I'll just end up carrying this jacket because it's super warm, super light. It folds into one of the pockets, the one with the double zipper. But this thing is just phenomenal. I don't like packing my down items in their sacks or in the pocket until the day I leave. Because there's a chance I won't even wear this tomorrow night. I am going to eat, and the reason why I don't have a dinner packed is because tomorrow night I'm getting in so late, I'm probably going to stop and get something on the way. And then this is the Hemigear 0 degree Phoenix. This thing has been great. I actually bought an oversized tote, and I lay everything out in the tote and clip it, so everything stays fluffed, except for when I'm backpacking. This thing is great. I've actually used this, believe it or not. I've used this in my hammock at home when I'm sleeping. Actually, I'm gonna do it tonight. Is I'm gonna link it up and make sure all the it's adjusted properly, and then I can actually sleep in this in 70 degrees. I do have a 40 degree, and I use that in warmer temps just to shake a little bit of weight off. But literally, you can get the 0 degree and use it year round. You're not gonna get so hot. It does a really good job of maintaining the temperature it needs. So I guess the last thing to talk about is footwear. So I use Brooke Cascadias. I normally don't wash them too much. These do have inserts. I do have another pair that I wear around town that don't. They just have the regular. At first, because I started out with Merrells, and Merrells are awesome, but the weight difference is just,
Which one's lighter?
So these are lighter. They hold up great. I've been using these for
7 months.
Since last spring, so almost a year. The tread still looks brand new. All right, and then what else I eat is a really good snack or meal replacement are these cave bars, and these are homemade with coconut oil, honey, cinnamon, vanilla extract, coconut, unsweetened coconut, shredded unsweetened coconut flakes, and then nuts. So what I have is almonds, cashews, walnuts, and sunflower seeds. Run everything, roast it in the oven, run everything through a food processor, and then you just put it in a cookie sheet with some parchment paper. Take a few steps forward, and then these bars are phenomenal. No carbs, no sugars. or, none of the processed stuff. These are all, everything's organic. But this is how I'm starting to replace some of the bad things with some of the good things. Like I used to carry Snickers bars and all that kind of stuff. These things are just loaded with energy, healthy fats, and protein. It's just, and I'll eat these at home. Usually this is what I have for breakfast. So the only problem is if it's higher temps, they're gonna melt. So for fall, winter, spring, they're awesome. But make sure you do keep them cool, or else they literally just turn into mush. Which it's a tasty mush. You can almost think of it as like a oatmeal replacement. During the hotter temperatures, you're just not gonna be able to eat it like a bar. You're literally gonna have to eat it with a spoon. And then I just have these in snack bags, so one for each day. That's it.